Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome back to the Living the Life show. I'm your host, Columbus Code, and I thank you so much for joining me today for the verse of the day. Now, I love today's verse because it motivates me while I go through the process of becoming the man God wants me to be. Because when we go through this process, see, God has greatness and prosperity in line for us. And when I say prosperity, get this now, I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about a full life, a whole life, an abundant life. In order for us to get to this life, in order for us to live this life, to walk in this life, he has to take us through certain process, a process where there's things in our life that he has to change. He has to cut away. All right. Now let's look at today's verse. I believe if you really open your heart and receive this, you will be once again appreciative of how God does things. Okay. This is John chapter 15, verse 2. And this is what it says. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. So if you are claiming to be a Christian, claiming salvation and that you belong to Christ, but you're not producing any fruit. And what I mean by that is this. Can I look at your life and see growth? Can I look at your life and see improvement? Can I look at your life and see that you are going in a direction that shows God is leading? If the answer is no, that gets cut off and thrown away. But then if you are growing, if you are obeying, if you are walking with him, you're not in the clear because he wants to see you grow more. So there's things that he will prune, which means I cut away parts of this and I remove parts of that and I take away sections of this, because if you know anything about plants and trees is that sometimes things are still attached to it that's drawing the life from it, but it's not growing itself. If you really want to see it explode with growth and see fruit produced rapidly and with more abundance, you got to cut away some stuff. Now, here's my question for you. What's in your life right now that God desires to cut away because it's keeping you from producing like he wants you to? What's in your life that he wants to cut away because it's holding you hostage from growing into the man or the woman that he wants you to be, that you are capable of being? Because if you aren't producing, you get cut off. If you are producing, you get cut away. He etches things out. Maybe there's people in your life right now that need to be pruned. It needs to be gone. Maybe it's an attitude. I have to be right attitude. No humility. This proud spirit. It might have to get purged. It might have to get cut away. Maybe it's the lying tongue, the deceitful spirit, the backbiting and speaking ill against people behind their backs. That needs to be cut away. Because if you really want to produce and be the strongest Christian man or woman you can be, you've got to surrender yourself to the process. You've got to say, here I am, Lord, cut away what you don't want there. And some of the things that he will cut away are things that you think you have to have, but you'll later learn, I didn't need those things anyway. Those things were holding me back. Those things were keeping me from flourishing in my walk with Christ and flourishing in my life as a whole. So I say this, and I say this to encourage you. Ask God if there's anything in your life that you're holding on to that he wants to purge, that he wants to get rid of, that he wants to cut away, so that not that you're hurting, but that you can begin to grow even the more. That is the purpose of him cutting away things. It's not to harm you. It's not to take away from you something that you enjoy. It's so that you can actually live your best life. And for that, I am eternally grateful. Eternally grateful. All right. I pray that today's verse blesses you like it blessed me. I pray that you will take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so that you never miss a video. Okay. Make sure you share this video with at least one person that you love, All right, it's time for us to go. So make sure you watch it, share it, and live it. Now let's get busy living the life.